welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again today. But if you are new here, I am Sam and I do all things Disney. So if you love Disney just as much as I do, then please consider subscribing to the channel, completely free to you guys. Just click on the subscribe button and join my little Disney community. So some of you may know or not know, I am off on the Disney Cruise Liner staycation for the UK. This is never happened before. This is once in a lifetime opportunity for UK residents only for 2021. I booked this around about a month back now, and oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I'm preparing for it. I've been doing shopping hauls. I've been giving all of my viewers all of my top tips if you are going yourself. Let me know in the comments if you are actually going on this cruise. Let me know the dates. Let me know when you're getting excited for. Have you prepared for it? Are you preparing for it? But today I'm actually going to be giving you some tips of what I found out myself, because I've never been on a Disney cruise before and I wanted to get all this information for you guys, because I know even if you have been on a Disney cruise before, that we're in a new world at the moment with this pandemic and everything's a little bit different. So today I'm hoping that I can make your life a little bit easier by giving you some tips what I've found out myself. And yes, so let's get started, guys. So guys, the first thing I'm wanting to mention is travel insurance. Now this is a big taboo for a lot of people. Do we need travel insurance? Because we are still in UK seas, and the ultimate answer is yes, of course you do. As soon as you enter onto that ship, it is a US ship. So if you need any kind of medical treatment, you're going to have to pay for it unless you have got travel insurance. So make sure you have got the correct travel insurance for you and your family. That's a big one, guys. You do not want to be left with a broken leg on a ship and you've got no travel insurance. You'll be paid massively. So make sure you've got that insurance put into place. So the another thing I'm wanting to just touch on is tips. If you didn't know, on a cruise liner, and even if you're going to Disney World, we're in the US and they do a tip system instead of the tax system. So the tip system is $13.30 per night per person for your whole duration of your stay. So for me, we're going for 3 nights and there's 5 of us. That's a lot of money. It's over $200 for the tip. So as soon as you're on that ship, you are liable to pay for those tips. You can also tip along that for room service and stuff like that, but it's completely up to you. The main thing you are needing to pay for is the tips at the end of your stay. So as soon as you enter onto the ship, you'll be given a card, and any additional extras you are wanting to pay for, so any alcohol drinks, any merchandise or anything like that, it will be put onto the card. The card will also let you in and out of your room. It will also let you into the restaurants and all of that. You'll be relying on that card for a lot of things. So if you do buy any additional extras, what is chargeable to you at the end of your stay, you will get an overall bill and you can pay it on your debit card, credit card, or whatever you like. So it is completely cash free on board, which I think it's just a lot easier like that. But just make sure that you're tallying up everything you're spending throughout of your stay, so you know exactly how much it's going to roughly be when you come to pay it at the end of your trip. But going on to that subject, I would definitely recommend getting a lanyard or a wallet or something like that to keep it safe, because if you are going in the water, you're going to restaurants and you're going here, there, everywhere, you need to make sure that card's safe. It's very similar to if you had a park pass going to Disney World. You have to keep it safe. So a lanyard or a wallet. Me personally, I don't like lanyards. I just find them horrible around my neck. So I will just be giving it my husband to put in his wallet, or if I need it a lot, and then I'll just have my purse on me with my bag. But yes, a lot of people do have lanyards just to make it a little bit easier on them. But for me, I won't buy lanyards just because I just don't really like them. The next tip I would really suggest you doing is making sure you have got a correct identification on you. Disney has confirmed if you are over 18, you are needing full ID, photograph ID. If you're under 18s, you do not need ID at this moment. So make sure you keep an eye out on their website if anything does change. But from now, I am doing this the 27th of May 2021. So if anything changes from then, it could do. But from now, the information is that if you're over 21, you need photo ID, but if you're under 21, you don't. But I just want to put something in the spanners for you, and what I've had a conversation with Disney directly is that if only over 18s have to have their identification, under 18s have no proof of who they are or anything. So make sure, take into consideration when you are going for your travel insurance, that you don't need identification to actually, for them to approve your insurance in the first place. I know when I've been abroad before, I've had to show my full identification to get medical treatment. So it's just something you need to take into account if you are going on the ship and they've not got no ID and you need something, you need to validate your insurance to get some medical care for them. You may need that ID. So for me personally, I'm going to be taking all of my children's passports with me, but obviously it's completely up to you and what you want to do yourself. But what I've experienced in the past about needing my ID for etc., I'm going to be taking it with me. I know a lot of people are maybe thinking that, oh my goodness, my child's passport has ran out, mine has ran out and all of that. I recently did all 3 of my passports and they came back within 7 days, guys. So do it now if you are wanting to do the same what I'm doing with the children, or you just need an adult passport redoing. Do it now because it's not really a wait at the moment, and I had a picture rejection and it's still come within that 7 days, guys. So make sure that you take all this into consideration when you are just about to board on your trip. So guys, the next thing is, and I just wanted to touch on it again because a lot of people may not know, and that is swimming nappies for babies and toddlers. When my children were little and they wasn't potty trained or toilet trained, I had to have swimming nappies all the time for my children to go into the pools. But when it comes to the Disney Cruise Liner, they do not allow babies or toddlers to go in their pools with swimming nappies. So if you don't know that's the rules at the moment. When it comes to the splash pad, I believe that they can have a swimming nappy on the splash pad, but when it comes to the main pool itself, the children's pool, they cannot have a swimming nappy on. I'm unsure of the reason of this, but I thought I'd make you aware of it because it's something you really need to take into account if you have got babies and toddlers what are not toilet trained. So the next thing I want to pick up on, and that is drinks. If you are over the age of 21, you can take 2 bottles of wine with you on ship. Now, there's been a lot of speculation on this because I've actually emailed Disney about this, and you can have 2 bottles of champagne, you can have 2 bottles of wine. That is absolutely fine. But when it comes to ciders, so your cider bottles, they are not allowed. So I'm not quite sure why they're not allowed, but at the moment you can have, if you're over 21, you can have 2 bottles of champagne or wine per person as long as you are over the age of 21. So another question people have been asking is what shows are actually going to be on board, and I've actually found out that it's going to be the Disney Dream Show. How incredible is that going to be, guys? Cannot wait. And we can book this 30 days before we travel, so for me it's coming along very, very soon. If you haven't yet and you've already booked the Disney Cruise Liner, the Disney Cruise Liner has a app. You can go onto the app, you can put your reservation number in and it will come up with your stay, and then that's where you can book certain events. So you can do the paid events, which is Apollo. You could actually do the nursery, but at the moment the nursery is not on because of the pandemic. There's loads of different things you could do 60 days before you actually went, but 30 days you can do the free entertainment, the free activities. So on 30 days you can book the Disney Dream Show. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for that. So remember, 30 days in, you can book that, guys. And the last thing I'm wanting to mention, and that is Disney dining rotation, and I didn't know what this was at first. I had to do some digging myself, but basically what it is that Disney will actually appoint you to a different restaurant of your stay, and then the same person what as served you on night one will follow you through to every single restaurant to the end of your stay, which for me, I find amazing that you'll be able to get to know the person what is serving you. For me, if they are really amazing, I'd love to give them additional tips to say thank you. And I always love to get to know the people what is serving us and get that friendship, because sometimes when it comes to going to restaurants, I do personally where I feel a little bit, you know, but oh, I don't want to talk to him, I feel a bit shy. But once I get to know them, I'm okay. I love to ask them questions because it will be somebody from the US, so they could be a US citizen. I love US and I love to get to know people from the US. And yeah, I think it would just be amazing that somebody will be rotated to you. So every restaurant you go to each night, you'll have the same person serving you, which I find amazing. I just think it's a really, really good added addition they've done and personalized it. I think that's amazing. Okay guys, that's everything I've got to share with you today. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. I thoroughly did. I really hope that I've helped you a little bit, gave you some advice what I found myself. If there's anything I've missed, then please leave it in the comments below. Also guys, come and follow me on my Instagram. I do everything on there before it reaches my YouTube channel, so please come and find me on there. It's Sam's Disney Life. I'm also on Facebook, Sam's Disney Life as well, so please come and join me on there. I love hearing from you. If you are going on this Disney cruise, please leave me a comment below. Tell me when you're going. Have you got any information for me? Are you excited? I'm just wanting to get to know everyone what's coming on the Disney cruise with me. So guys, that's all I've got. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you in my next one.